Hello there and welcome back to SnowRunner. Yes. Back on SnowRunner, we're on the Guyette Expanse. I still have not been corrected on how it's pronounced. So this is the map we reviewed last weekend. And I did say I was going to play it, so here we are. So yep, we are going to play it as well, which is not bad. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the missions are structured and all that. And whatnot, and we're going to pick up missions along the way. But our first priority is to find the garage so we can get out of the vanilla trucks. Now, these vanilla trucks, obviously they've been, upgraded and stuff. They got some mud tires on them. I don't know if they're actually upgraded, but they might have some good properties to them and whatnot. It's just, I got some mods I want to try out for this modded map as well. So, there's that. The map's information, and along with the mod maker's name, the link to it on mod.io, and I believe the link to their PayPal, so you can make a donation if you like, what, for lack of a better word. So you can support the map maker if you happen to like this map. You can go ahead and get all that down in the description section. So of this video, so you can get all of that information all down there as well. So that way, I don't have to give you all the info and get the info wrong or anything like that, because I'm not good at remembering stuff. So, but yes, like I said, we're playing Guyette Expanse. This is a winter map, big winter map, very diverse, diverse winter map. There's a lot of different stuff and a lot of different terrain heights and stuff like that. So yeah, should be fun to traverse. So yeah, all that we're going to focus on today, like I said, is oh my gosh, my PC hates this. I don't know why it's lagging, but it's lagging. Like, it lags sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't lag. Like I said, I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't lag that way. Yeah, see? That's all fine. Oh, no, it's not. There's something happening somewhere that my PC's not happy with, but I do have a failing graphics card, so that makes sense. Let's see if we can get moving here. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Wow. Okay. Yeah, something's not right. Let's see what we got here. I can't even move the... Yeah, my PC is hating life right now. I'm gonna turn that on medium, maybe. Rest density, turn that on medium as well. Maybe turn down a few things. Ah, there we go. Oh, there's still a bit of lag. Never mind, maybe it's my PC. Well, it is my PC, of course. Okay, maybe this will be a lot less laggy, lagtastic. This game can look beautiful at times, but like I said, I do have a failing graphics card, so that is a bit of an issue. Julia's log, ops, food, and fuel. Found a mission, which I cannot access. Oh, it's because I have it on, let me change that real quick. Because I have it on an immersive mode. I like immersive mode, but there's no reason. Wow, that's worth a lot of money. So yep, they want a maintenance trailer delivered or something. You deserve a nice meal. This is being... sorry, I was reading. Hey, our logging truckers and staff in the trailer Deserve a nice meal. This is being a temporary site. I can't read. We need fuel for the generators powering the lights as well. So I'm guessing we're getting a maintenance trailer or something of that nature. We won't worry about that though. Oh, did I mention I finally bit the bullet and bought a new controller? Yep. I keep getting rid of this and it keeps coming back. Get out of here. But yeah, I bit the bullet and we finally got a new controller. By the way, this controller is $20. You're like, well, bit the bullet. That's not that expensive. Like, well, it's expensive when you. I learned a joke recently as well. It's just like, I used to. This is the joke. It's I used to. What the hell's underneath me? It's like I used to live paycheck to paycheck, but thanks to technology, now I live direct deposit to or direct deposit by direct deposit. There we go. Can't speak. Just like, oh, that's so true. I like it. But yeah, that's how I live. What the heck? What am I stuck on? Like, I'm not high centered. Is there something in the water? Or is this an invisible wall? Come on. What the heck? There's something there that I can't see. You're probably wondering, oh, why are you going this way? It's like, this is the shortest way to the garage that I can see anyway. So we're just gonna go ahead and try that. But yeah, so $20 controller, very expensive. It's very, very expensive to me. But at least we won't be going left constantly. It was getting so bad that the left, I could not stop the left anymore. Like it used to be, for a while there. I could just tap it right, and the left would stop. It's just because the. I actually looked this up. It's actually called stick drift. Wow, I'm too heavy to go up the hill. Come on, get me up there. Alright, hold on. You put this into low gear. Slowly climb up the hill. There we go. Come on. Come on, you big behemoth. Get up that hill. I want to go up here. That's not going to help me, is it? No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Might help you if I use the mouse here. Because you can't do this with the... you might be able to do this with the controller, I'm not sure. I don't ever try, though. It's just easier. Oh, you fuck. I was trying to... That's my bad, by the way. Oh, come on. Alright, exit out. There we go. Pull my back end up there. It's gonna turn me, but maybe it'll get my fat ass up this hill. This thing is heavy. Pull the front end over a bit. There we go. Maybe now? It's really too steep. There was a track here, so I decided I'd try it. Probably a snowmobile left these tracks. Snowmobile, ATV. Oh man. I know this is not a road traveling on. Do not travel on that with trailers. I know that's meant to be steep like that. So. Oh, and I think I should mention too that yeah, if you hear any like the audio cuts out randomly while I'm playing the game, it's just because I have to alt tab. So. And alt tabbing out of this game, audio focus loss, I think is what it's called. Something like that. So the audio just cuts out. Objective. Oh, nope. I had the brake on. Alright, stop. Okay. Bring in order of short locks to the trailer, please. 5th firewood run. Is there a 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st? You just gotta keep delivering to this guy. It's just like, dude. The place is right up there. Just take a pickup and go. You don't need to pay me thousands of dollars to do this every time. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh, I'm drifting all over the place. I don't know what's happening with the lag, to be honest. I have no clue what that could be. I don't have any modded vehicles out on this map, so it's not a modded vehicles. There must be a map density thing. There must be something causing that to lag like that, because usually my game is fine. Look at that, I'm not moving now, it's fine. I don't know. I don't know what my PC is doing these days. I tried to play in good quality. Maybe we should lower that some more. It's getting unbearable. Effects quality. Shadow quality will go down to medium. That will definitely take that down. Water quality can go down to, it's either low or high. Okay. Sun shafts are off. Mirrors. Yeah, I want mirrors on. Yeah, I've been having to lower games slowly over time. Alright, let's accept that and see what happens. Yeah, it seems to fix it for a little bit, and then it goes right back to being laggy. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, starting to get uglier this game. My good old graphics card. I used to be able to handle this game without fail. No lags, no nothing. And now it's just like, eh. This graphics card's not even a year old yet. It's getting closer, though. I think I bought it back in February, maybe? I can't remember. February of this year. By the way, you may live in a different part of the country. It may be New Year's for you. It may be 2023. So, but it's still 2022 for the U.S. We still haven't hit that yet. We got about half a day to go. So I'm trying to find. I think it's there. Right there. So we're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna reach up this truck. This is an international here. Because since I have the tools of free cam, I can just, go around the map and free cam it. I know where to go. I mean, we already did that anyway. Come on. Need to get to that international. I want to see what the tires are like. This may be my best option to get to the garage with, though. We'll see. But if that international has mud tires on it too, I'm gonna take the international. It's much lighter. I didn't look at the tires yet. No, it's got highway tires on it. That ain't happening. Like I said, we're gonna grab all of the missions we can. Okay. Just checking to make sure everything's running. That's that audio loss I was telling you about. Okay. Let's see what we got down here. What we have. I think I want to go all the way down to the bottom if I remember right. Oof. Right into the rock. That's right. That's a good solid steel bumper there. I think it's pretty heavy duty. Hmm. Nope. Not stopping. She is not stopping at all. I think the garage is this way, though. Possibly, maybe. Let's see. Okay, there's nothing. Yeah, I can't remember how far I had to go. I'm just gonna keep following the road, I guess. Oh yeah, we're going the right way. I remember that wooden bridge. We're on the other side. A little bit icy there. And it's just a snow road anyway. That's the other thing I hate about the vanilla games, though, is the gearing is so out of whack. What is that tree? The tree didn't want to load in. But yeah, the gearing on these trucks is so out of whack because it doesn't want you to go over a certain speed, so they have to change the gear ratios a lot. And sometimes it's just like it'll just downshift even though I'm holding full throttle. It's like a vehicle wouldn't downshift. If it was an automatic, what would end up happening is either A, it would stall, even if it's an automatic, it would still stall. It would either stall because it doesn't have the torque, or it would slip all the clutches and start burning up the transmission. And what is that tree loading in like that for? Is it because it's a dynamic? Yeah, it's because it's a dynamic, I bet. I'll just roll over it like it's not even there, apparently. Oh, I think your tire stack got angry. Yeah, I don't think that's staying. Can you turn? There might be a way to turn the dynamic props into, um, um, static. That's what the word I was looking for. Yeah, might turn that into static, if at all possible. I don't remember though. It's been too long. You have discovered the Paystar. Hey, that's the Paystar 5070. That's the one I used to run um, in this game, and the when we were playing vanilla, no modes. Holiday party. It's time for the holiday party at HQ. Stop by Kill Danny's at the hotel and grab dinner for us. Of course, I have to do it. I have to do everything. Freaking coworkers, man. When you have to do everything, and your coworkers just sit back and laugh at you as you do everything. Bunch of assholes. Alright, where's the entrance? There's the entrance, so it's on this side. Oh, lag. Don't know why it was lagging. Just random lag. Alright, so we have no money. This one's pretty good. I'm probably going to sell my DLCs like I usually do. As you can see, I don't have any more DLCs than I had a long time ago. We still have those. So let me get a few mods going, and we'll see what kind of vehicles we're looking at that we can drive around the map and go exploring with. Some scouts, I think. Yes. Okay, so I got the 3 pickups lined up here. Um, Obviously, what I did to get this kind of money is, since we have DLCs, let's go to, let's use the controller here. Let's go to truck storage, and some of these are worth quite a bit, and some of them are not worth as much, but, like 100 and some odd grand, 200 grand, stuff like that. Super easy to sell those to make the money up. So, first on our list is a 2001, let's say 2001 Chevy Silverado, of course. It says Desperado 1500, but that's not. It's a Silverado. You can't lie to me. I do not have a 2001, and I'm not a fan of this body style. But, it's there. So that one could be good. It's got some more. It's got some big old mud tires. Probably more on the realistic side as far as the tires go, not the suspension lift. I actually might play with this. This one is a bit too tall, I think, for the tire size. Let me customize the suspension on this one. Ooh, Jesus, lowrider. So yeah, that's a bit too low. Like, you have no suspension clearance, and the tires are eating the bumper. Okay, yeah, we just won't worry about it. That one's got a little bit small tires, but it works. And we also have the OBS Crew 3500. So this one is actually a diesel, but I decided to make it to a monster truck. I tried to get the other cab lights, but I'm not high enough level yet. But yeah, this one's more close to mine, but mine's not diesel. Of course, it's not a 3500 either. It's a 1500. And it's all pretty much all original. Got the 5-speed manual, the 350 in it, the gasoline, the 5.7 liter. This is probably a 90. I don't know. This has got to be like high 90s, anywhere between. It's got to be anywhere between 96 and 98, 99 maybe. Because yeah, in the early 2000s they started going to this body style. I don't know if they did this in 2001. Maybe they did. Possibility. They wanted to be more sleek and stuff with their pickups. But I like the old square body. I mean, it's not perfectly square, but it's more square than that other one. Then, of course, we've got the Old Faithful that we've drove around in before. And uh, some of the other ones, we've got the 1998 Desperado. This mod and this mod is made by the same person, by the way. I like this one better, obviously. But, yeah. So you got 3 different pickups here. We're going to go ahead and leave the garage with them. Might be a little laggy to do that, but we'll see. It looks like a little inline 4. It definitely is not an inline 4. Why? Why did all of a sudden the FPS just tank? I wonder if it's because of the pickup truck. It could be. It seems to be better over this way. Maybe it'll smooth back out. My graphics card is like, nope, 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 and a whole lot of nope. Okay, we're just gonna put this back in. Because my PC's hating life right now. Again, it could also be... isn't there a way to skip time? That's what I want. There we go. No, that didn't help. Okay. It could be this is such a high quality model, my PC cannot handle it. Either that or my game has completely and utterly broken. Yeah, that's definitely a diesel. Oh. It's a twin turbo, by the way, apparently. I don't know what's happening. Seems like there's a memory leak, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so I am kind of clueless why the FPS has dropped so badly all of a sudden. Um, because I play the game and everything looks good. I'm not even using half of my memory. Graphics card is good. It's not running at 100% or anything like that. Uh, it's not putting a load onto the disk like it normally does. And let's see. Uh, temperatures all look good. Um, even the CPU is not even at 100% yet. It's not even close. About 80%, 85. So why is the game tanking so badly? It hates something. I'm wondering why it's hating that. Yeah, my PC, I thought my PC was hating life, but oh, the good smoke effect. Diesel. No, I did not go for stacks. I am not a fan of that. I am not a fan of having stacks sticking out of my bed. Ooh, thing's got a lot of traction. Yeah, the game has just tanked all of a sudden. I might have to do a restart. Yeah, it seems fine in here because actually it's kind of like in here too. Yeah, it was fine a little bit ago. Even with this that we know we've driven around in before. Yeah, something has tanked badly, and the game is not happy about it. Oh my gosh. And yeah, my PC's running fine. Everything seems to be working as intended. I'm um, looking at all the stuff. Yeah, something has tanked. I do not know why. We're gonna try a restart here and see why that has turned out to be so bad. Maybe there's an asset in here that the game is not liking. I don't know. I know I do have a failing graphics card right now, but like I said, the graphics card only starts to uh, show that it's failing when it's at 100%. That's the only time it seems to strain loading things. Like I said, I have no idea. We're gonna try a restart though. Okay, and we are back. And the game seems to have smoothed out quite a bit. It's still a little laggy here and there, but maybe it's the tires colliding. That could be. Um, since those tires are dynamic, maybe they were colliding with something and just slowing the whole game down. Like I said, it seems to be working now. I am going to test something though. We're going to go back into the garage. We're going to swap over to this. We're going to leave garage. Oh, jeez. Okay, this one has definitely caused some issues, I think. Let's see if it smooths back out. Yeah, it could be that one of these trucks has so many pixels that it's just causing issues. A really low FPS. Doesn't seem to be fixing itself. Alright, we're gonna put away these trucks. Yeah, definitely. Uh, truck storage. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sell that one. Maybe I don't have the yeah, that seems to have fixed it. So Okay, that one had a lot of graphics to it, I guess. This one doesn't sound too bad. They definitely went with the old. Oh, maybe not. It's a little bit faster. Let's say, whoa, gonna flip it. That would have flipped in a normal situation. Uh, that was not too bad. I'm still gonna sell it though. I just wanted to give them a try. So we know one mod not to touch. Maybe it was that mod. I was thinking maybe the tire stacks because um, customize trick storage. Yes. Let's go ahead and sell that one. Alright, we're gonna go out with this one. Okay, we're just gonna go with this one for now. But I know that some games, what'll happen is if they have a lot of dynamic collision with things, and the physics has to calculate all those collisions too much, what'll happen is it'll slow the game down tremendously because of that. And that could have still been part of the cause. I'm not going to say it was or wasn't or anything like that. Yeah, see, right now everything's fine. I didn't touch it earlier. It started like that. Let's touch it. Oh, I didn't even get to touch it. I got close. Oh my gosh. Oh, it deleted some of them. The game said, nope, we're not. Oh, it turned off the physics. Now they're sinking into the ground. No, my tires. Okay, yeah. The game was not happy with that last time. We're gonna see how long it takes. But yeah, that's the weird thing is it's just like, okay, yeah, nothing's maxing out. Everything's got good temperatures as far as my PC goes. What the hell happened to the rear end? Alrighty then. I got rear-wheel drive, so no, the differential lock is on. It's on, so haven't engaged the locking mechanisms yet between the two. Lock the axles together. Because although this is all-wheel drive, this is an all-wheel drive right now, or four-wheel drive, because the differential's locked. I know that's from my own pickup that the differentials are um, open, so which means they're only going to put power to one of the tires. So even if you have it in four-wheel drive, you really two-wheel drive. you have one good axle in the front that's going to be pulling the vehicle along, and one good axle in the rears that's going to be pushing the vehicle along. Something like that. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of exploration today. I'm glad that the FPS has been fixed for now. I say for now, because I'm not going to say that it's fixed forever, because it'll break immediately. Yeah, we're going to go around in the monster truck today and explore, and maybe pick up some missions. Yeah. Actually, this one seems to act like the differential and all-wheel drive are reversed. I mean, most pickups, though, that are going to be four-wheel drive do not have the option to lock the axles together, but you can get it. I'm sure you can get a system like limited slip. You can get a limited slip differential system, and then what'll happen is it'll sense the clutches will basically sense the slip. Oh, what just happened? Is that the autosave? I didn't see the autosave. Yeah, something is broken this way. Wow. As I turn away from it, something's happening over here. Let's find out what it might be, or give a shot to it. We're gonna go free cam now. Yeah, something is lagging over here. Definitely. This did not happen when we, oop. Is it? Where is it? What is happening here? That seems to have fixed itself. It's right around this area. My PC does not like this area. So yeah, get away from it. Is it the water? That's not the water. Maybe there's some physics collision this way. Which is what I was talking about earlier. Trying to, basically I'm using the lag to try and locate where the area could be. Yeah, something right on this hillside. My PC hates. And I'm gonna find out what it is. Okay, it's not those rocks. I have no idea what it could be. To be honest. What is causing all this lag? It's right in this area here. It's above me. Okay, well, let's go ahead and disable that. That seems to be fine now. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, so limited slip differential will it'll sense the slip between the two axle speeds, basically. Oh, you know what it could be? Could be the wave simulation. It seems to be just right here. I was gonna say it could be the waves. It could very well be the waves causing it to lag like this. Okay, never mind. Don't ask me, man. I'm just taking shots in the dark here. Man, it could just be very well just be all my graphics cards just like, we're just going to screw with you today. And see it, I was gonna say see it leveled out, but now it's like, I'm gonna lag some more. I wonder what happens if I go interior. I don't know how to change the camera controller. That was a weird one. Sure. Oh, it really hates this. Oh no. Switch. Or something else is happening over here. I wonder if I could climb that without falling off. Give it a shot. Yeah, I'll never take a trailer down here, but I might take a scout this way. Yeah, I think it's physics related. Because every time some physics happens, look at this. Yeah, it hates that. I do not know. Yeah, that tree. Maybe once it falls over fully. Yeah, it's definitely physics related. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know what is causing all this lag. That's the crazy thing. Nothing. Everything's working as intended. uh, I think my graphics card is being pushed to its limit. But that's the thing is it's like at 40% usage, and the temperature is like 60. It's not running super hot, so okay. We're gonna need lock the axles together. Now you could have manual lockers. You could also have the limited slip ones, which lock together, where they only allow so much. Basically, they only allow so much slip before it locks. Basically, welds itself together, essentially. I see these physics on these bridges are fine. It's gotta be. I don't know. I really don't. Like, I bet I could set it to low graphic settings. It'd probably still happen like this. Oh, why? So why is this being caused? I wonder if it's trying to calculate the physics down there of that vehicle that's flipped. Well, this might be a short video because if we're gonna be lagging the entire time, let's try it. Okay, it's lagging right now. As you can clearly see, the whole game is lagging. So it's not physics related. It's something related. Alright, we're gonna go all the way down here. It's not that. I'm gonna go low, except. This might take a second because it's gotta. Okay, yeah. This graphics card. That fixed it right up. Well, we're gonna have to play with low graphics, I guess, then. What if I could play with medium? See what happens. Oh, actually, let's see what happens if I turn it on to high right this moment. This is a little test, a little bit of science. Oh, computer science. Oh, I didn't mess up anything, right? Yeah, we're still recording. Okay, my whole PC lagged there. Okay, look at this. Look, I got it on high now, and it's just fine. Oh, old bridge, old truck. Let's lag back in here. Accept. So Scout 800. Before we had a modern bridge built, we threw together an old wooden bridge to get. I'm sinking. We threw threw together an old wooden bridge to get around the mountain. Unfortunately, last night I hit a patch of ice on an old section and ended up flipping on the rocks. Crawled out with bumps and bruises, but the truck needs to be towed to my place. I'm gonna start tracking that. Oh, it needs repaired. I don't know if I have the repair points. And it needs to be hauled out. Oh. I'm gonna go down this forward. We might have to get the tater out here. If you don't know what the tater is, you'll find out. Maybe not in this video, but maybe in a future one. But now that I got it on high and the game is running just fine. Is this graphics card related, or is this physics, or possibly a texture issue? Game related, essentially. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the tater over here. I can't even get close to that thing. Basically, the tater, it's a rotating tow truck. So it's a semi tow truck that's got a rotator on it. Usually, most tow trucks, the boom, the one with all the cables that has the hook and hooks up to your car, that normal dump truck or normal tow trucks can only go like up and down. Basically, they can only go up and down. But a rotator has that exact same thing. It has more cables, has more strength, and it can actually rotate. Um, I don't think it can. It can't rotate 360 degrees, but it can definitely rotate till it almost hits the cab, and vice versa the other opposite way. So that's basically a rotator. The most expensive rotator I've ever heard of was I think it was like 5 million or something like that. $5 million was the price of it. It was a dual rotator. It had two sets of cranes on it. Could lift up an entire semi truck and its trailer. Could lift up both of those at the same time and flip it all on its own. Usually, to flip semis, you need two tow trucks. One to flip the trailer, one to flip the truck. But the rotator, you're able to flip both. So, I could have also had a graphics setting that was not playing nice with the game. That could also be. I just thought about that. So yeah, we're just going to go with a preset, and we're presetted on high, so we should be. We're looking good, and we're playing good so far. It could be a graphics bug relation to where if you have a certain setting set one way and you have a certain setting set the other way, it'll cause it. I have no traction. No, stop. But you have those couple of settings set a certain way, and they do not play nice when it's set that way. I think we've been. No, we weren't up here. We're down there. Maybe it's working now. So yeah, apologies for all the lag. It seems to be working fine, which is really strange. Or it could be just a random. It was a random tantrum by my graphics card. It could also be that. There's tons of possibilities. It could be, and no one's gonna ever know why because Uh, I'm not gonna ever know. So nobody else is ever gonna know. You could take a few guesses at it. Um, I'm gonna say it's probably 70% my graphics card. It would be the problem there. I want to say 70%. Either that or there's something on the map that is something that's dynamic on the map, which can happen. That it's not a huge deal. But it can also happen too, where you place two dynamic things, or something that's dynamic is it's clashing, and the game doesn't know how to handle those physics because it can't calculate the movement. So either A, it's going to lag the entire game out of existence, or it's going to shoot something into space in order to fix it. Stuff like that. But like I said, I would say 70%. 70% sure it is my graphics card doing weird things. Um, but if there's that 30%, it could be just the game itself. Like I said, the settings and stuff. It happens. Especially with this graphics card. Oh yeah, we can go down here and grab a bite to eat. I don't have a trailer, but we can see that mission at least. I think this is the. Oh, and our lag is back. I think. I think our lag is back. Could be graphics card. Yeah, back to lagging again. Yeah, the whole game is back to lagging again. What is happening? So yeah, I could probably put this on low and it'll probably still happen. We'll try it on low for a bit, or medium, and see if it happens. And if it still happens, then we'll try low. Yeah, see, that's it. Changing the graphics fixes it, which makes me think it's a graphics related issue. Now, that could be any number of things, of course. It's not physics related because I just knocked down a fence. We'll go back over here where the lag started. Let's see if it happens again. me being crazy with my truck. Yeah, now I'm more sure it's graphics related. Yep, me just being crazy. Yep, see, it's not lagging at all. I think that's just what we're gonna have to do for this video. We're just gonna have to swap. Swap graphics. We'll swap it to low if it happens again. We'll swap it to low. And see, this is where it started lagging before. Right in this spot. Yeah, look at us go. See? Okay, so not physics related. Got it. That's graphics relation. Definitely. I'm gonna put the blame on my graphics card anyways. We're having a good time. Okay, this time we won't go up the bridge, we're gonna go around this way. Like I said, this video is mostly a, or was supposed to be, mostly just a exploration video. But it's turning into a solve the PC problem video. Apologies again. Like, I could cut it out, but then you wouldn't believe me. I'd be like, oh, I can't, you know, I'm having trouble playing your map because of graphics and stuff, and people would be like, oh, what are you talking about? The thing plays fine. It's like, now I can prove that it was my PC the whole time. I have no traction on that. It's just pure ice. You could have the thickest mud tires and chains and stuff on this, and you'd probably still not get up that hill. It's not happening. Oh, also, your water has a edge to it. Just notice that. I'm gonna point it out. Point and laugh, haha. Just kidding. Just messing with you. I just seen that though. It adds a little bit of an edge. Right underneath that bridge. Yeah. This is a solid asphalt road that has collapsed into the lake. Or the lake has well, I guess, yeah, it's both. The lake is flooded and the road collapsed. Unfortunate. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's asphalt. It's painted and everything. I just can't get on it. And it just turns into mush here. Meow. Flipper. Okay. Wait, before you go. Oh. It's like, wait, before you go, help me flip. This one doesn't have very long winch points like that other truck. Yeah, I could flip it upside down. They did a pretty good job, except for there's no fuel tank. I just noticed that there's no fuel tank on this truck. Yeah. Oh, brown. My multicolored truck now. Yeah. Let's go over to that build, or try to make it over to that brick building, maybe. I don't know if we can go through here. Oh yeah, this thing does not have a very big fuel tank at all either. I think I have a little bit of fuel on board, but I don't. Yeah, I have a little bit of fuel on board. Camera freaked out there. Rock. What do we got over here? Oh. Yeah, I would say those signs need to be moved out of your road. They're in the middle of it. Let's see. The trailer owner uh, ordered a load of firewood here. Yep, second firewood run. A medium logs for this one. Yep. So there is a second. Moving my headset around, trying to get them resituated. How do I get over there? I have to go up that way, or yeah, I'd say definitely go for these. Definitely go for these types of builds in the future as well. What's over that floating fence there? Boop. Obviously, you're gonna smooth this out a bit more, so it's a bit more realistic. Or not realistic, but more, I guess, more reasonable for people to get to their house. But this is definitely an idea. I didn't even think of this, but just like, yeah, just put it up on concrete pads. It's like it's even though yes, is the graphics or the thing is a bit stretched and it's a bit low poly. I do think it looks better though when it's up on that. So if you want instead of evening out the terrain for everything, put things on concrete. I think that's a much better idea. I like that. Now we could steal the fuel out of that thing. Yeah, we might steal some fuel. I'm sure I have a smaller gas tank than it, or fuel tank than it anyway. Refuel. Source, I want that. Target. There, I'm gonna regret that later, I'm sure. We got a fuel tank again. Let's go. I'm a bit of an asshole, ain't I? Just go up and steal their fuel out of their racing off-road machine. I'm not a fan of that thing though. Like it's supposed to be a rally vehicle, but it doesn't act like it because of the game's limitation on speed. Somebody screwed up here. This is what we've seen before. Those boxes are dynamic. First firewood run. The customer ordered their normal order of firewood. This customer ordered their normal order. I like that wording. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense at the same time. Like, they ordered their normal order? What's that? They got boxes of firewood. I'm surprised this isn't like, oh, this trucker, he flipped. Or is it this mission? Maybe it's another mission. Is it this mission? Ah, it's this mission. Lost control. There we go. There's a better one. Lost control. We had a suspension component break on the Ace off, and the fifth wheel snapped off of the trailer. Snapped off after the trailer disconnected. Wouldn't that be before? If the fifth wheel plate snapped, that would have went with the trailer. It would have been before the trailer disconnected, I would think. Or it would have happened at the same time. Why are you looking at me? You see this guy? This guy's looking at me. Stop it. It's creepy. I just seen he was looking at me like, what the fuck? Dude, seriously. I'm trying to read here. I don't know. I'm just arguing semantics. So nothing important or anything like that. Tow the truck and the trailer back to the garage, please. The truck's fine. Oh, did you remove the fifth wheel plate? You did. Let's see. That you gotta have continuity too. Why did I do this? I wonder he. Did you see him? Yeah, you've removed the fifth wheel plate. Good job. I like that. That's good continuity. Wait, where's the connection for this trailer? Is it gone? Oh no, there it is. There's the kingpin. I thought it was gone there for a second. It's like, wait a minute, how did you do that? uh, Crazy. I like this type of continuity. I don't know if I would have done it here though. It's a little bit weird. That's fine though. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Love the continuity. Love the world building. Oh, it's supposed to go towards their house. No thanks. Yes. Pfft. Definitely need to flatten this slope out a bit. For this guy's house, this poor guy. Yeah. I'll just hop on around. Jeez, this has a very weirdly geared reverse. You're not supposed to be able to back up 50 miles an hour in reverse. I have sun chefs on apparently. That's not causing my lag either. Sun chefs are working. Intended. You got some rocks in the road here. Here's a jump. Nice. I can jump my rally truck if I want. I know this is supposed to be an intersection. I'm just poking fun. It's very slippy. What is this complex? The garage? Somehow I've made our way around the garage. Our way around towards the garage. There's a house down here. I have no traction. It's just pure ice right here. Might deepen your snow around your map. Oh, well. There goes that antique. Is that one of those ones that used to be pulled by via horse? Maybe. They used to have these. These would plow the fields. This thing right here. And they would have those ones attached to horses way back in the day. Which was kind of cruel because you ever tried to plow a field by hand? Trying to pull one of those things? Of course they did make human versions as well. It's just like, no thanks. People were hardcore back then. Slippy sliding. Everything's made of ice. But yeah, definitely. If you think you can, or if you think that's something, I don't think that'd be very enjoyable. But go around and for all your snow areas where you've brushed in your texture, you definitely gotta deepen that. They do have I think they have a specific brush for snow, if I remember right. where you can deepen the snow around areas. Just got to be careful with it because it also raises up the snow layer. Like where it's flat right here, if you were to deepen this snow layer right here, it also raises it up slightly. So it puts a snow layer on your snow layer as you deepen it. It's very strange. That's what I was playing with as well. Like I created ridges right around my roads, around some of my roads, because I wanted them to look like they were plowed, right? So you'd have the ridges on the sides of the roads of the soft snow, but they were just bridges, not bridges, ridges with an R. They were ridges on the side, and then I deepened that part because it needed to be, it needed to not just be ground, it um, needed to be snow because it's plowed snow. So you're gonna sink into it pretty easily if you try to cross over into those, or try to drive into those. It's going to be deep, so I deepened it, and it made those ridges even taller as well. Because I wanted to be deep enough to where it would not flatten out, but it would basically go just slightly below the road. Because yeah, it's just plowed snow, so you just sink right in. There's no compacting going on. And yeah, it raised them. It was funny. Yeah, definitely say for a lot of that's definitely deepen up your snow a bit in certain spots. Like definitely the spots that are nobody's ever going to be driving in, and you don't nobody is going to be intending. Like way out in the middle of nowhere where there's no roads, there's nothing nearby. Definitely have super deep snow, I would say. And then near the roads have slightly less deep snow, but it's still deep snow. If you try to go too far off the beaten path, you're going to end up high centered and stuck. Stuff like that. Possibility. It's not one of those things where you have to do it, like some people. You need to do this. Just like, no, I don't. I really don't need to. I really don't have to do anything. What do we got going over here? Whee! Hell yeah. Just exploring around, seeing what we can see. Because previously we only seen this map above. Now we're actually driving it to see how extreme but yeah, I guess see how extreme, but to drive the roads and see how everything feels. Wait, I recognize this place. Yeah, we've seen this before. Let's go up this way. So we've been down this way. Might have gone down this way. I cannot turn. Up and away. Whee. Come on, traction. You could have the beefiest mud tires on an ice-slicked road and you'll still never go anywhere. Or an icy, a pure ice road. There's something over there. Take a little shortcut. Got a monster truck, I can handle it, right? Oh, look at this. Hello there, Mr. Big Truck. Oh, I think I recognize this area. What's that? You got this big thing. You got this mission. Welcome to the area. The old people mover on the rock needs to be fixed up and towed to our main garage. My cousin Jen has some amazing leftovers in the back room. Some leftovers from a party. Yeah, old war machine, definitely. Yep, that's definitely a APC sitting up there on that rock. Guessing that's the one it's talking about. Is it? It's up here somewhere. Yeah, it's over this way. Just have to take a little bit. Steal some fuel out of your little fuel trailer. There we go. Ooh, gonna be a tight squeeze. Oh, tight squeeze. Made it. There she is. I don't have the fuel to fuel that. I could probably bring the little scout trailer up here. But I do not I'm not carrying that much fuel. I don't have a tow hitch either, so it'll just have to be drug. That's a bigger tree. It seems to be happening less on medium. There must be something that gets loaded in while I'm on high graphics. There we go. This is working. Said I don't think I can attach trailers to this monster truck. Like I have a hitch, but it's not going to attach. So what I intend to do is swap between the two. So we can try all we want. Some air ride suspension. Turn it into a lowrider. Oh, never mind. I can attach this trailer. Alright, cool. Refuel. Scout trailer is source. I don't want that one. Okay. We're going to detach the trailer. And we're going to repair this from our supplies. It doesn't need a tire. Just need some repair points. I don't have any more. Wait, yes I do. Oh, wait. That's not how that works. I need a service trailer. I don't think this one is. Nope. Where, trailer? You're coming with me. I have a reasonable amount of repair points. That is not super OP. That's the Freightliner. They want it repaired and all that other stuff. Well, it's like, yeah, we tried. We did try. Down the mountain we go. Yeah, this right here, I think could definitely be maybe a little smoother. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going either. I'm going down to that farm apparently. I just stole their fuel trailer. They're gonna be like, gonna fuel their generator in the morning. Where'd our fuel generator? Where'd our fuel trailer go? It's gone. Get a mission. Oh, we already have that mission. Continue on. Oop. No, we're still good. Woohoo! Alright, a mission. Potatoes to the restaurant. Should have said potatoes to the rescue. No. We are known for our famous potato stew. This weekend we're having a big group of people coming to town. So best stock up and get prepping. Well, I hope they have monster trucks, because they're not going to get there. That's funny. Come on. Telehandler. I think you can actually drive that too. Ooh, got a deuce and a half up here. What do we got? Objective. Old Uncle Gord, so he's a Gord, posted this old American dairy military, wow, I can't read or say, talk, military truck up for sale, and I happen to be the one that purchased it. I might not have told you, but you have been working for me, and my name is Mr. Z. Oh, jeez. The old dairy is going to help us quite a bit with our work around here. Okay. The guy seems to think of stuff. Start tracking. It's got a fuel leak. It needs tires. It's got the gears. Stuff. Need to find me a maintenance trailer. I think there's a few on the map. Oh, we got old deuce and a half over here. A lot of old military surplus. Oops. Sorry, bump into it. That's how that works. Oh, jeez. What am I doing? Where do you pick up this mission? There's a lot of missions here. New farm fence discovered. The old farm fence isn't going to hold up. It's time to replace it. Okay. So a lot of rescue missions. I think the tater is going to be good for a lot of these. Did we already pick this up? Yes, we did. There's no choice but to go up this way. Oh, and there's our lag spike. And the game is gone. Yep. Still don't know what's causing that. Oh, it's smoothing back out. Oh. The whole game being slow. Turn it back to high. Watch the whole game freeze for a second. And watch this, look. It's perfectly fine. That's just what we're gonna have to do. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to do that. Trailer pulled me over. I'm just carrying it around because it's my fuel source right now. This thing uses a lot of fuel, which makes sense. It is a 450 or whatever the hell the engine size that was. Big old engine, by the way. This is they call the big block. Oh, and there's the lag again. I don't know what's causing. Oh, it's smoothed back out. Oh, never mind. Oh, Smooth back out. I have no idea why it's happening in waves. Yep, logs. Get them. No bullshit. Like, let's get straight to the point. Go get me logs. Okay, no backstory? Nope. Fuck you. Give me my logs. You don't need to hear my life story. Alright. Down to a place where we can get logs with that thing. I've hauled logs with that before. I like to haul logs with my semi-truck, though. One of my semi-trucks. Got a mission down here. Yeah, the lag seems to be intermittent. It only happens sometimes. Lighthouse, food and fuel. The lighthouse needs order of food and drink from Kildani and a pallet of oil barrels. Yep, gotta have them oil for your light your lighthouse. Very strange place for a lighthouse, but we're just not gonna question it. Oh, this goes back to the start, doesn't it? Oof. Very bumpy road. Bumpy, bumpy. I still have yet to visit like half of the places on this map. I don't think I can get across the river there, but I might try it. Yeah, that's the start down there. Oh, hold on. Let's not try it from here. Let's try it from, knock this tree down. Let's try it from over here. Monster truck, go! Wow. Something broke. That's okay, we'll just switch her back to medium. If I can get over there. There we go. Uh-oh. And fixed. That is strange to me. I've never had that happen before. You would think switching back to the high graphics, you know, obviously would slow everything down, which it kind of does. This looks deep. But then but then you switch it back to medium graphics, smooths out, and then you'll switch it, then it'll start lagging again, then switch it back to high. Let's see, do I have... It's a little bit deep. Look at my snorkel. Uh-oh. That's not good. We'll be back. Alright, then let me go. Can you put invisible walls? Is that possible? More speed. Oh. I'll be back. There's gotta be a spot. I'm wondering what's causing me to... I might be drifting. The river might be lifting me up so I don't have traction. Get across to that, or I'm just sinking in. that's not gonna happen. Not there anyway. You know, I was thinking another way that you could block players. You might have done it here, but I was just thinking about it. A way to block players from crossing a river that maybe you don't want like amazingly deep that they can't get across. Maybe you want a river where they think they can cross it, and then right in the middle of the river you have your mud so deep that there's no way. Like the biggest and baddest mod vehicles is never going to be able to cross there. Like the whole damn truck sinks down into the mud. It's like, huh, that might be a way. I think. Wait, this is another mission. Oh, this is where you drop it off. You want potatoes and fuel and oil barrels and consumables. You want a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that I don't have. This monster truck is a beast. Go beast, go. Also like how there's lights right here. That's funny. I don't even know. I don't even want to begin to know how they're how you put lights here. Well, I know how you put lights there, but why there's lights there? Let's see if we can climb this hill with this thing. We had trouble with it before. Yeah, we're much lighter. There's no way we're gonna get stuck here. I say that. Nope, there we go. Not like that other truck did. Picked up this mission. Yes, we did. I keep driving by that one and then asking if I picked it up before. Look, I don't have the best of memory. I actually have a dysfunctional memory. I can remember things years ago, but I can't remember things that happened a week ago. Unless it was super, super significant, like so significant that I remember it years later. You know? Still have yet to see which way I have not gone. If we go back to the garage, or go across this big bridge here. Stolen tools, smash truck. Oh. Yeah, that's the one we picked up. I know. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to go here. You can't go down that way. Let's go, yeah, we'll go down this way. We'll hang a left. Go across the thing, go through the garage. And then exit out this way and go across that big bridge. I think that's where we haven't gone yet. Guess we could also get up on this bridge. We'll just follow this road here. Okay. Yeah. Well, this road here. This is the one that was the international, I think. Yeah, basically we just want to head back to the garage. So we want to go up this way, cross that bigger bridge. And then we can go down around that tiny wooden one. So I don't think we've been up on the main bridge before. Oops. That's a tire. Go in between here. So we go up this way. Maybe we'll find a way onto that big bridge there. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. We did cross the big bridge before. Okay. I think your road's it's got a lump in it. It's got a little speed bump right there. We're back there. Cannot see. It is so bright. It's actually making me go kind of cross-eyed slightly, like the real sun does. Oh no. It's okay. We'll roll back over. Do it, do it, do it. Come on. Yeah. Lucky there. We saved it. We actually follow this road around. Yeah, and we get to that other main bridge there. Oh, we also need to cross there too. Yeah, we just follow this road here. And then going through the garage. Now, in real life, that would have never worked. As well as my my lights on my roll bar would have been torn off. Did you know that also the roll bar in the bed of a pickup truck, unless it's a super cheap one, actually can serve a purpose, like an actual purpose other than just looking cool, I guess. Like I think they look cool too, and I have one as well with lights on it. But they also serve a purpose. They call it a roll bar for a reason. And so if you roll, that bar back there actually will help keep the shape of the cab more. I mean, unless it's a super violent wreck, but you know, just the average rollover, that roll bar could save the cab from being completely crushed. Well, not completely crushed, but crushed down even further, I guess. So they do make those pretty strong, but the roll bar is just an extra strength. Now, what I was going to do to my pickup, but I don't have the steel for it, is I wanted to build like a small, almost like a roll cage. Not quite a roll cage, but a slight roll cage. Oh, I wanted to build an outer roll cage around the outside of my pickup's body. Not around the bed, but around the cab itself. So if I was to ever get into a rollover accident, the entire cab would keep its shape. I mean, it wouldn't keep it from getting damaged. That's not the point. It's to keep me from being, pinned or anything like that. I was going to do something like that, but then, yeah, the expense of a job like that is not really worth it. The roll bar was, because I got the roll bar for like, I think it was like $50, like that. I got a super thick steel tubed roll bar. It was actually out of a GMC, but it's the same bed, so it fit. But I got the roll bar in there, and it was out of a pull and save, which is hilarious. Oh, truck's fully repaired, thanks. You have a fuel station here too. I cannot see. Thank you. Refuel up that, and refuel up the trailer. Oop. There we go. Alright, let's drive out of here so I can actually see where I'm going. Third-person camera in this game has always been atrocious. It's not bad. It's not as bad as the Mud Runner was, but it's still not great. Well, we know that this is a place to pick up stuff. We got these big trailer right here, but we don't have a fifth wheel to be able to tow that. And not that we could tow that with the fifth wheel on this pickup either, because the fifth wheel on pickups and the fifth wheel on semi trucks is much different. The trailer usually has a kingpin and fits into a fifth wheel plate on a semi. Um, and the fifth wheel plate on a pickup usually is a ball like a trailer. It's a ball with a gooseneck, or it's a ball and then the gooseneck, they call it the gooseneck on the trailer itself, fits onto that ball, rather than having a steel pin on the trailer hooking into a slot. You have the gooseneck with a hole in the center of the end of the gooseneck, and it fits onto the ball, and then you lock it in place. Kind of the same concept, I guess. Although I'd trust a kingpin more than I would trust a gooseneck. Or a ball fifth wheel on a pickup. Definitely trust the kingpin more. They call it the kingpin because it's solid steel. Actually, there's probably an actual reason. I just know that it's the kingpin is the thing that hooks into the fifth wheel, and that's what holds the dirt, keeps the trailer locked to the semi truck. Inside the fifth wheel, it slides into a slot. Yeah, fifth wheel's actually pretty, or kingpin. I guess a trailer is pretty hard to disconnect from a semi accidentally. Like it can happen and it has happened, but it's actually pretty difficult to do that. You can't do it easily, um, unless I guess the only easy way is if you forget to lock your fifth wheel. But if you're sliding a kingpin in, usually you have two locks. You have the automatic lock, which um, the trailer slides into place and it automatically locks, and then you lock the safety lock, basically. Like that safety lock. And then that keeps it so that there's no possible way that kingpin's going to slide out. Unless the fifth wheel plate comes completely off the truck, that trailer's not disconnecting. I said, it's not easy. And it's pretty funny, too, when people try to sabotage semi-trucks. They'll go around and pull that little lever, they'll pull that safety lock. But they don't realize that there's a secondary lock. I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah, there's a secondary lock on them trucks that even if you don't lock that manual lock, the trailer's not gonna go anywhere. Usually. But there's several different styles of kingpins. There's several different styles of fifth wheel plates and stuff like that. So not everybody's is going to be the same. But you should have the dual lock system. Should. Okay. Abnormal driver. Since you're a normal driver, since our normal driver took a week off, does that make you our abnormal driver? Just go with it. You'll get paid. Your joke. I'm just gonna sigh. You make jokes like I make jokes. Terribly. Terrible joke. Oh, forgot to leave your gate open. Guess what I get to do? Get to Bust down your fence. Your mailbox. Woo, buddy. That's where the trailer is. Just wanted to see if there's any other missions. See why you put asphalt there. The trailer might have been spawning in and sliding. I would have put it up on that hill though. Like, there's no way in any world that I would know of. And if you do this, I think you're terrible. To put a liquid fuel tank trailer on a massive incline like this. Because one little gust of wind or one little bit of vibration that upsets this tank, like if you were to come over and like shake it with your hands, you could probably tip this trailer over. Because this thing, being fully loaded, you would have the entire driver's side set of axles right there. That entire side would be sunk down and ready to flip. It would not sit like this. And as you can see already, you can see that the landing gear, I call it the landing gear, the one leg is off the ground. Yeah, I would never park a liquid, not even a solid trailer. I guess if the trailer was a flatbed and it was empty, I'd probably park it like that. It wouldn't care because it's got a lower center of gravity. That thing has such a high center of gravity, that thing would not stay there. It would just flop over, to be honest. That's from a trucker standpoint, though. Like, I've been on steep inclines with trailers and stuff, fully loaded 100,000 pounds. Yeah, that was logs, but it's still, it's not going to act the same because that's liquid. But liquid is much easier to tip over because the load is constantly shifting weight from side to side, front to back. Now they have baffles in there to keep it to lessen that, but it's still going to happen. No matter how much you try to mitigate it. It's just, ooh, what? Uh-oh. It's calling me out for my bullshit. We need to come up with to be honest, we need to come up with a better system with our fuel tank trailers and stuff. You're just gonna pull me down. Flip me over. Okay. I think what happened is the trailer, since I have it such high angle. Oh, I hate single axles. It's actually an annoyance of mine, an actual annoyance. Single axle trailers are the hardest thing to back up known to man. That's just for me. Single axle trailers are the hardest thing for me to back up. Like, I've backed up entire semi trailers and fit them into a spot where my mirrors are just about touching the semi trucks on either side of me, to where maybe there's an inch of clearance there in that spot. I backed up into spots like that with fully 50-foot fucking log trailer and a semi truck. But I have the hardest time backing up a single axle, and you want to know why that is. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But I'm gonna tell you if you don't. It's because there's only a single axle, and the trailer. Usually, those trailers are such short anyway. It's just really slippery up here. Usually, the trailer itself is so short that what ends up happening is the trailer's able, like, if you have the slightest bit of angle between the truck and the trailer, even if you don't have any angle at all, really. You might always have a slight bit angle, but as soon as you start backing up, that trailer immediately tries to turn. Because it's a single axle, so it's able to turn much sharper and much quicker than a dual axle trailer, as well as where the shortness of the trailer, it's able to turn much quicker, much faster, much easier. A big old semi-trailer, you may think, oh, that's pretty hard to back up, but once you get used to backing up something that long, you're just like, holy crap, this is so easy because of how long the trailer is and how unless you got it super, you got yourself super jackknifed, basically, a super really hard angle, that trailer takes forever to turn, to make a turn when you're backing it up. But single axle is able to turn really easily, really quickly. I'm guessing that's why I have so much trouble with it. Plus, when I got used to driving with a semi, anything shorter than a semi-trailer, and I was just like, man, I hate this. I hate my life right now. It sucks. I cannot back up this trailer for shit. Oh, this is where I deliver. And the reason I know this is because I actually have a pickup bed trailer. Yes, I'm a redneck. I have a trailer made out of a pickup bed, an old pickup bed. I think it's like a 50s. It's a 50s step side Chevrolet. Like really, really old. The rounded fenders and all. Tiny tires. I think it's 15-inch rim, 15-inch steel rims, and the skinniest radial tires you'll ever see, damn near. And I mean radial tires for that pickup, by the way, not like this. They're not this skinny. They're a little bit wider than that, but still, they're super super skinny anyway. And it's still got it's got the old suspension for the trailer. It's old leaf spring. It was a 5-bolt. It's a 5-bolt as well. I mean, it's Chevy, so it makes sense. Well, it's a pickup bit. Still the old frame there as well. I didn't make it, by the way. This one's a bit tricky. Bring your A game and deliver a load of short logs for the firewood order, please. Is there any way to go? Not really. That's the edge. That's just a way inside there. Whoa, this road is so slick. Yeah, so a pickup bed trailer, if you don't know what it is, basically what somebody done was took a wrecked vehicle, a wrecked pickup, usually a wrecked one, or junked out one, whatever, and they would cut it. You see the bed on this pickup here. So there's a little gap there you can see between the pickup bed and the back side of the cab, right behind the window. See that little gap there. It's all one frame, but what you can do is you can take that and you can cut that frame right there. And then what you do is you find a trailer hitch. You can actually buy these nowadays. You can actually buy a trailer hitch that's actually for a framed pickup bed trailer. But yeah, you see the A-frame on the front of this tanker trailer. You'd have that bit, and then you'd weld that bit to the frame on the front of the pickup bed. You'd weld that A-frame there to the framing on the where you cut it in half, basically cutting the pickup in half. And then yeah, you just use the suspension and tires. You just weld that to that. Usually it will be a 2-inch ball. Just weld that together. Now, I would not weld that together myself. I do not have that kind of skill. If you're going to have a pickup bed trailer made, definitely have it. Sorry about your gate. Definitely have it made by a professional. That way, the trailer can be stamped, and you have assurance that trailer is made to be a trailer. Because if you don't have any of that and you make it yourself, if you don't have any of that, you can actually get in trouble in certain states for homemade trailers. You'd actually get in trouble for that. And if in your state, doesn't matter the trailer, you have to have a tag, you will not be able to tag that because it was not professionally made. So now, luckily in my state, you don't have to have. If the trailer, if the trailer and what you're hauling in the trailer is under a certain weight, you do not have to tag it. With tag and insurance or anything like that on there. Secret Sequoia stash. I was gonna say scash stash. This is nuts. This is not supposed to happen, and I didn't tell you anything about it. There are some highly protected sequoia trees, sequoia tree sections behind the house that need to go to the lumber mill. The night manager knows about it and will look the other way. Get them there, and it's big money for all of us. Sketchy sequoia trees behind the house? Or are these the sequoias? They already cut them down. I don't know. Is a sequoia tree good for lumber? I don't know if it would be. I don't think I've ever seen lumber from a sequoia tree. I mean, you see oak, you see pine. And those are the common ones. Purple Heart, I know that one, which is a very good looking one. Oh, you also got walnut and stuff like that. Redwood, cedar. Cedar's another good one. I don't think I've ever heard of sequoia timber. I'll have to look into that one. That's actually kind of surprising. Okay, yeah, there was nowhere else to go there. Have we pretty much looked at this entire map? Except for all the way over here. Yeah, so we'll follow this road, all the way back, go through this yard, across the way, we'll go across that bridge, and see the rest of it. There's not much left to see, but we've ventured quite a long ways. Also, if you don't know what a pickup bed trailer is, and my explanation is not good enough, which it probably isn't, it's probably really scrambled all over the place. I'm not good at explaining things. Just look it up on Google, I guess. Pickup bed trailer. And hopefully you'll get some good images on there. There's stuff like that it is like, it's rednecky and stuff to have, but there's some images that you'll find on the internet that people post, and it's incredibly stupid. And you're just like, oh, so this is what a redneck is, stuff like that. There are some of us that are like the images and videos and stuff that you see, but not all of us are that stupid or that moronic in life that just do whatever the hell we want. I think most of us are pretty civilized, even though, yes, I do live in a trailer park. But just because I live in a trailer park doesn't mean I'm not civilized. But I like the quiet. I like the quietness of not having to be in a major city with, populations of several 100,000 into the million. Thanks. That's not something for me. I am used to the quiet town life. I mean, it's not exactly quiet around here, but it is. I think most of our population is old people. That's where most people, that's where a lot of old people like to retire, is the smaller towns. They'll live most of their life in the bigger cities, and then they'll retire or move to the smaller towns to retire at some point. It's like, we got here. Oh, we already picked that one up. Cool. Woo. Ouch. But I can safely say that I live in a smaller town and nobody's gonna know where. Because small town America, there's a pretty huge section of it. That might be giving away too much info. I just I don't give out my details freely. Oh, that tank is leaking probably out of the little relief valve. And there's a relief valve on top of this because gasoline does funky things inside of a sealed tank. So there's got to be a relief valve on top. Because what's really crazy, sometimes you'll get like one of those cheap fuel tanks from Walmart or the gas station, whatever. You'll get one of those, and what'll happen is you'll have it like half full of gasoline or whatever, and it'll suck in, and it'll during the summertime when it gets really hot, it'll basically create a vacuum inside of that tank, and since that tank is if it's completely sealed, it'll suck the sides in. Like if you were vacuuming out all the air. It's really crazy. Oh. Might need to smooth that out a bit, Chief. Wait, where am I? Okay, I'm still here. It's a little bumpy there. Eh. Surprised this bridge is still holding. Brakes. We're just gonna let it roll. Just let it roll. A little bit of braking in between. Control the speed. Okay, cool. We need to cross this bridge right here. Another house here. Have we been here? Probably. Yeah, I see a mailbox down, so I've probably been here. Oh, this might be where we deliver something. Okay. I forgot what I was talking about already. That's how easy I forget shit. I just completely and utterly forget. Whee. Oh. No! No! Stop! Dicey. Need some salt. Creative Playground. The school playground is from a very different era and seems like something from our not so distant Russian neighbors. I know the slide you're talking about because that was in a lot of the Russian maps too. We are going to build a new one made of wood and a couple of other creative things. Yeah, usually want to build out of softer stuff, I guess. Maybe with some like steel inserts. Keep things strong, but not be as harsh, I guess. But you also don't want it made out of material that's going to rust either. Okay. Back across the bridge. Again, I think this spot right here needs to be smoothed. Or put like a ramp or bridge or something in that hole there. Yeah, this is the playground. Definitely from the Russian map. Oh, there. That fence I didn't even drive over and it fell off. Oh wow, they won a lot. Okay. Oh, jeez. It's came up and whacked me in my nether regions down there underneath the truck. Oh, and then this thing. So we got a GMC here. Oh, GMC as well. Oh, apparently it's falling through the map. I'm also falling through the map. Go, get out of here! It's quicksand! Quick snow. It's quick snow. There we go. Okay. Just checking around behind the building, see if there's anything worth checking. Nope. Nothing worth checking out. Other than what's over here. Oh, yeah. Here you go. Look at this. Is that just deep mud? It might be just deep mud. It's still deep snow. It's just like, yeah, you can do that for those areas. Some of them areas. Oh, jeez. What am I doing? Yeah. There you go. Just basically do that all over where the roads are not. So that you're, you know, in certain areas you're kind of forced to take the road. What do we got here? So close. Hi, I'm the school facilities manager, and a few weeks ago, before the snow hit hard, I was inspecting the property when the old Varon broke down. Oh, it must be the old vehicle. Just the actual name of it. uh, it's just over the rocks, but I can't get over them, and no one has a wrecker big enough for the job. I've heard you have one. Have you? Have you heard that? I'm guessing it's not this one. It's probably the other one. Uh-oh. Oh. Send it. Send it. Help me. I should not have done this. There we go. Oh, Jesus, really deep over here. This is a bad idea. I should not be here. Oop. Don't flip me. Guessing this is the road here. Yeah, there he is. No one has a tow truck big enough for the job, huh? That's a beast as well. There. Quarter ton trying to pull out a 5-ton. Now let's turn on the engine. There, I'll help you out. Come on, you can do it. I like how that's hooked onto the fender. The trailer. Yeah, that's how it works. There we go. Pull that up out of the mud there. Out of the water. Grimm's shop needs supplies to keep him in business. Oh, does he? Well, he should probably go get some. Being an asshole to everybody today. I was gonna say 2-wheel trailer. No, that's 1-wheel trailer. Oops. Truck is fully repaired. You repaired my truck. Thank you. I might go get the supplies for you eventually, someday soon. Eh. The camera is not happy here. And now I didn't realize the tight spaces was. I couldn't see it. This needs a service spare parts. Okay. What do we got here? Cargo tank. Yeah, there's a lot. What I'm gonna have to go do is. Here we go with the lag. And that's the weird thing, right? Like, this is happening. Yeah. I mean, there's a few spikes here and there, but nothing. Like, nothing. My PC says all is okay. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, seemed to. Someone fix it. Okay. Settings, video. Change it to low and see how bad this game can look. That's not great. Ow. Okay. We hit a bad spot there. Alright, oh, yeah, we've just about seen the map. There's a bridge over here, though, we need to cross. So we get across there. Like I said, this is just an exploration video, and we're not really doing any of the missions. Need to cross this bridge. I think? No. Need to go back over here. Yeah, this game looks atrocious in low. I cannot stand it. That's the Xbox graphics right there. I can't even say that anymore. Graphics are getting pretty good on the old consoles. Everything has a bit more depth to it now. My graphics card just... I'm just still gonna blame it on my graphics card. There's no real other explanation for this. None that's, completely 100% undeniable. The person that made this pickup, or the mod biker that made this pickup, did a really good job too. Oh. You might need to tip your bridge a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, tip your bridge just slightly. Get the big old monster truck tires. I'm having trouble. I'm not gonna be able to pull this, am I? Oh, nope, it did it. Slippery wooden bridge. It's like, you might need to tip that so that people can actually try to get across. Unless you intend them not to cross. I was distracted by that trailer just going to the moon. It was, pretty funny. Unless I wasn't supposed to cross there, like I said. Oh yeah, this area. Welcome! Have a nice day. Isn't that supposed to... That's supposed to be on the other side of the sign, right? That's the asset, by the way. Asset's doing that. Oh my god, look how slippery it is right there. That's amazing. Traction. Oh, here's another trailer. Yeah, we've seen this area before. This is an area to pick up stuff. Oh, there's another big truck. Below there. Oh, I'm out of fuel. That's what that noise is. That's funny. I was not paying attention. Alright. Refuel. No. That works. Just transferring it between tanks that I don't need to, but that's fine. Alright. Is there another way out of this? No. Okay. So I haven't been down here to this little property yet. So we're going to take a look at that. Hey, how do I get over there? Oh, that way. Okay. Goodbye! So yeah, it should say have a nice day on this side, but it should say have a nice day on the welcome, because you're welcoming them, I guess. I don't know. Again, that's just the asset doing that, and I'm arguing with an asset. Rust. Well, this is the Kill Danny thing. Okay, this is what we've been hearing about. This motel. I know it says hotel, but this is a motel. Again, I'm arguing semantics, but I don't care. Just cargo management. I don't think this fence is smashable, right? No. I think it's solid. I don't see any missions in here. Oh, there's a hey, I have that trick already. I have 2 of them. I just assume everything's mine. I just steal it. I just go to motels and steal all the vehicles. Take them back to my shop and use them or sell them. Okay, what else do we got? So now we just need to go this way. I've given up trying to hide that tools thing. I think just keeps popping back up. That just leads underneath there. Oh. I want to get up there. Oh, there's a truck down there. You see that? Alright, we're going to go down there. Alright, we'll take a look. Maybe we'll cheese it and climb the hill. This is the twin steer, isn't it? Yeah, that looks like the twin steer. That's that flatbed twin steer that you can't do anything with. I mean, it's pretty good at traversing mud and stuff, but also it's very bad at traversing the landscape. And the reason is because it's so long that it gets high centered very easily. I'm not a fan of that. Like, you get that in Michigan. It's the first time you see that truck if you're playing through the campaign. And it's not fun. Not a fun vehicle. Now we're going over an hour, but we're about done with seeing most of the maps, so we're just going to charge up this hill. Yeah, I definitely make this more snowy. Made it a little harder for me to get up there. I know I'm using a modded truck, but still, there's like no depth to the snow here. It definitely should have more depth. I say it should. But you can do however you like. What is happening with the camera? Oh yeah, that's right, the camera freaks out on the bridges. There we go. It's kind of fixed itself. Okay, we can pick up oil here. Neat. Yeah, that's something I've noticed is the assets, they have an effect on the camera when it comes to the bridges. See how the camera changes pitch? Isn't that weird? camera in this game. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Like, what were they thinking when they did the camera for this? Okay, I think I want to just go back down the hill and get back on this road. So there's something over here I want to investigate. And I know this hill is, we're able to go down it, so it'll be slow, but we're able to go down it. Since we're already on the hill, we just gotta let it ride, kinda. That's a lesson to people trying to go down super steep hills. When you're trying to go down it with your front end pointing down the hill. The worst thing you can do with a modern vehicle, I guess with most vehicles, the worst thing you can do when going down a hill like that is to slam on the brakes. With a pickup truck usually, well, it'll happen with a pickup truck, but with a car you probably wouldn't be doing that in the first place. At least we hope not. But with like a pickup truck or something, especially if it has a high center of gravity, once you start going down a hill, just control it. Okay, do not try to stop the vehicle completely. What'll happen is you'll go what they call ass over tea kettle, which is basically your back end tries to overtake your front end on that hill by rolling you over. And the reason that happens is because you got most of your brake forces in the front, because that's where all the weight is. So they put up the brake force on the front because they need to slow that vehicle down more effectively because most of your weight's in the front. If they put more braking force in the rears, what would happen is the rears would just lock up and you wouldn't slow the car down very effectively. So, I'll fill up that 7 gallons, why not? Trailer too. So yeah, that's why you don't want to break it. Now the only way to change this is to change the braking force. You need some kind of part, something on the braking system in order to change how much pressure or how much force is applied. You need to spend a lot of money to change something like that. Guess now we go back this way and then go across this big bridge. So yeah, if you're going down a really steep hill, just try to control the speed. Do not try to slam on your brakes. If you get to going too fast, you might be better off just slowing the vehicle down. Don't slam on the brakes to lock the tires up. Do not push the brakes too hard. You want to avoid the pressure on the front end overtaking the pressure on the rear too much, so that you don't go ass over end. Settings, video. We gotta change it again. We have to change it more. It's in high. That's okay. That's such a weird fix. You'd think just lowering the graphics would be enough, but it happens on all the graphics settings. There's a piece of ice just went flying by me. Such a weird fix for that. Oh, and there it goes. Yeah, it happens a lot more on high. But it still happens on medium. I'm guessing that there's one type of texture that my graphics card hates, and every time it tries to load that, it slows the entire game down. That's my best guess. This is a good driveway. Do this more often, please. I like this when you have homes and stuff like that. Lots of concrete in front of the driveway. That's my thing. I do not know why. Okay, here's the other roadway. Anybody lost yet? Oh, this is the roadway with the rocks in the middle for some reason. I don't know if you misclicked or you meant that, but yeah, it's rocks in the middle of the road here. Yeah, right there. Maybe you meant that, I'm not sure. Oof. Don't know what happened. Trailer decided to find a hole. So now we're just going to cross this bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Well, here we are. There's my terrible joke of the day. Oh, jeez. Full force, no stop. There's a mission over here, too. Their drive is completely flooded. 6th firewood run. Logs, or load of short logs for the firewood order, please. A lot of people needing firewood. Should have planned for this, to be honest. If I was out in the middle of nowhere, I would definitely be prepared and have loads and loads of firewood ready. Which I've been there, done that, so. Oh, there's another twin steer. There's a triple axle twin steer. And there's a little log trailer. Yeah, I've been there, done that kind of stuff. Always be prepared for that. Don't expect to go out to some place. If you're going out to some place and you know you're going to need firewood, don't expect to go out there and find firewood. If you can, and if you have the money to do it, because I know firewood can get expensive when you're buying it from the store, but I would buy a little bit of excess firewood and bring it with me when I go out there. And then if I, and buy enough, I'd buy enough firewood that I could find firewood before I run out, basically. That's what you would want to do, but always go out prepared. And if you know you got a big weather event coming up, like a big old rainstorm, big old snowstorm, go out there and collect a bunch of extra firewood and store it if you can. Store it someplace so it stays dry. That way when it gets cold and rainy or cold and snowy, stuff like that, you have the means of keeping yourself warm for many, many hours. Because, during normal events, unless it's winter, you're not going to be burning a lot of firewood. You might at night a few times and here and there, but during a big old rainstorm where it's super, super cold or whatever, or during a big old snowstorm where it's super, super cold, like a blizzard that could last, many hours, if not days, in some areas. It's always good to have extra firewood. And I know people that know are going, duh, and then the people that don't know about anything when it comes to living outside of your home, other than like maybe camping, they're probably like, what? Okay, yeah, that's the entire map discovered, pretty much. Oh, we missed a bit. Let's go get it. We're close. There's this trailer, and a truck. That's crazy. I would have never heard of a trailer ripping a kingpin off of the thing. That frame must have been rusty, or the kingpin was installed incorrectly. Or not kingpin. I keep saying the wrong parts. I meant fifth wheel plate. If that fifth wheel is installed incorrectly, yes, it would be, the trailer could rip it, but more than likely the kingpin would just rip off the trailer instead. I think that would be a more likely scenario. But then again, we're both truckers and we both have our own opinions, so who knows? We could both be 100% correct. Trailer, what are you doing? That's what I mean by the backing up speed of this thing. It's crazy. It has just enough torque and horsepower for forwards, or for reverse as it has for forwards. It's quite crazy. But yeah, the trucks that I have seen wrecked like that, where the trailer did become disconnected from the truck, usually what would be was the kingpin would either be bent or broken completely off the trailer. Bent, Usually during a wreck, a rollover wreck, sometimes that can happen, disconnects. Because, well, it does rely slightly on a bit of gravity in order to stay locked like that. So if it gets upside down or takes a big, takes a big jump, it might become disconnected that way. But the other one, I seen a kingpin rip completely off of off of the trailer. The kingpin was still locked inside of the fifth wheel. What had happened was, though, the guy was he was hauling logs, and he had fell down or slipped off the road and fell down into a ditch. I don't know if he was distracted or maybe he fell asleep, whatever. But he took a bit of a jump off of that, and when the truck hit the bottom, luckily the truck had hit slightly sideways off to the left, and the trailer ripped the kingpin clear off of the kingpin ripped completely off of the trailer and went flying off to the right side of the cab. That guy got incredibly lucky as well, because if he had hit that dead on, what would have happened is it would have ripped the kingpin off and crushed him. That's not something that happens very often, though. It's a pretty rare occurrence. And then the one I only got to see pictures of. I was not part of the cleanup crew, luckily. And but the one I had seen pictures of was DOT. Many years before I started working there, they had a semi truck hauling a I think it was like a crane thing. It was some kind of crane vehicle or whatever. We already had that one tracked. Oh, you got them all. I guess we head back to the garage. Yeah, we just follow this road and take us back to the garage. But yeah, he was hauling some kind of crane vehicle. I can't really explain it because I don't even know what it is, or what it was anyway. And he was going along, and he had just gotten on the highway not too long ago. So this was the first thing he came across, was a bridge along the interstate. Those bridges are usually pretty tall because it needs to accommodate semi trucks with extremely long or extremely wide loads and stuff like that, like houses and stuff like that. Because a lot of people take the interstate. Those be some of the taller bridges you'll see is the ones along the interstate, because they need to accommodate even small planes, stuff like that can land and go underneath bridges. But anyway, so this crane thing on the back locked to this trailer, basically locked down, loaded. The guy's hauling it along, and I guess he didn't check. He didn't check the height of it. It was too tall. I don't know if it was some kind of hydraulic thing or what, but when he hit the bridge so hard that it literally tore a several foot wide gap into the bridge, what they call the bridge deck, which is what you drive on. Which is what you drive on when you go across the bridge. It's called the bridge deck. And ripped a 1/4 inch all the way through it. Or not all the way through it. It ripped a 1/4 of the way through the bridge deck. There we go. But when it, had too much friction to continue moving, what ended up happening was the trailer itself, the framing of the trailer had ripped in half. It had, well, I guess not ripped in half, like down the middle of the frame. It had ripped closer to the front where the vehicle wasn't attached to the trailer. So the part where the machinery was on the trailer got left behind, basically. Bet you that trucker had a rude awakening when he hit that at 80 miles an hour. He had to have been going about 80 miles an hour, because damn. The point where he stopped after the trailer had ripped off of the truck, or the trailer ripped in half, It was still attached. The kingpin was still attached to the fifth wheel. This fifth wheel was still attached to the truck. It was the trailer itself. The framing had just tore. It just tore in two. It was pretty crazy pictures that I had seen. It took them forever to fix that bridge. And you know what's funny is, at least in the state I live in, we have a separate Department of Transportation for bridges specifically. And the reason we have a separate department for, or a separate like sub department, I guess, for the bridges, is because in order to work on bridges in this state, at least, it's probably all over. I mean, DOT is usually governmental job, so usually everything's governmental. If it relates to that, you have what's called bridge engineers, which they specifically go to school for knowing about and working on bridges. So yeah, they said they had a bunch of bridge engineers out there trying to figure out how they were going to fix this bridge above an interstate. You know, it's dangerous enough closing off a lane for our normal work, but when you have to close off a lane, and you're working on a bridge over the traveling public that usually doesn't slow down. I mean, they might have had a slowdown area for the construction zone, but still, you got all that. You got to worry about all that stuff like that. Is pretty crazy. I can't believe he ripped that far into the bridge. That was about a quarter of the way across. And like I said, it was they 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 said it was a couple feet wide. Basically, like somebody was trying to cut it with a knife. Just tore through the concrete. Trying to make sure I don't go the wrong way. And try to tell my story. Pretty crazy. And there's actually pictures of things similar to that online as well. It's just like, so this has happened a few times. It's like, oh damn. I do know the one city I lived in many, many years ago. This was when I was like a young child. I didn't always have the town life. I did live in the city for a little bit. I was a young child. I remember hearing on the news or something like that, and they had pictures and video of it, or not video of the incident, but videos of the aftermath. The guy had it's just like a telehandler, but it's got a bucket on the end of it. Maybe it's still a telehandler, I'm not sure. They had that one run into a bridge as well. But the problem wasn't the telehandler, didn't really have too much damage to it, but they knocked off a chunk of concrete and crushed the driver in the car behind them. Giant chunk of concrete weighing probably 1,000 pounds, falling off of a bridge and crushing a driver because somebody forgot to put their telehandler down, or they forgot to put their steel bucket down. Maybe it wasn't steel bucket, maybe the cage is steel, I'm not sure. Okay, well, after that sad note, yeah, so we got some work ahead of us, but we did manage. We did manage to explore pretty much the entire map and whatnot, and managed to get a lot of the missions as well. So we'll work on those next time, basically next weekend, for that. And yeah, that should be fun. Also, I think I completely forgot, but I would like to also thank the mod maker of this map. They did put my previous video out there over on Facebook, I guess, and it got a lot of hits, so I would also like to thank you for that. I completely forgot about it till now. I was more focused on playing the map. But so I would like to thank you for that, because that seemed to have brought a lot of attention to that video, so as well. So I would like to thank you for that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode of SnowRunner. And until next time, next weekend, when we play more missions, I guess it's a goodbye.